up here, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our webinar on RoomKeyPMS Distribution, powered by Vertical Booking. Please note that during the webinar, your microphones will be turned off. You're welcome to use the Q&A functionality that we have to send in your questions. William Tam, who is our moderator today, will be reviewing your questions throughout the webinar. Answer them when possible, or leave them for us to respond at the end of the presentation when we're going to do our Q&A session. This webinar right now is recorded, so if you wish to review it later or share it with colleagues, please don't hesitate to contact us, and I'll send it over both the recording of the presentation, but I can also send you that PDF presentation that we'll go through. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. First, I'd like to quickly go back a couple years ago when we decided to partner with Vertical Booking. Here at RoomKey, we've been wanting to offer a more advanced booking engine solution for our clients, as we recognize that our ERES booking engine was, yes, easy and simple to use, but lacked a lot of features that were crucial for some of our clients and their operations. Hence, partnering with Vertical Booking and creating this partnership and tight bonds over the past couple years. So today I'd like to introduce our presenters. We have with us Alison Cowan and Rebecca Ramsey. Alison is the VP of Sales for Vertical Booking. She's been working in the hospitality, technology, sales, marketing, account management for over 25 years now. So she's very well versed in our industry. She's been working for Vertical Booking and expanding their presence in North America since 2017. Rebecca is the Director of Client Services and the Vertical Booking Demo Master. This is her name from me. Over 20 years of hospitality experience, including working directly in hotels. She's been with Vertical Booking since 2014 and knows the ins and outs of the technology aspect of their product. Her and her team are also here to ensure that you have a successful experience with Vertical Booking. And just a little anecdote, Alison and Rebecca have been working together for 6 years in Vertical Booking, but they've known each other from before and worked together in previous jobs. Have here a long-term relationship that they're bringing, as well as their expertise. And for those who don't know me, my name is Margot Lemaire, and I'm the Insight Sales Manager at RoomKeyPMS. I know my accent probably gives it away, but I came to Vancouver from France just over 9 years ago, and I've been with RoomKey for just over 8 years ago now. For many years, I've been your go-to person when it comes to, interfacing to third-party softwares or hardwares. If you're interested in adding RoomKeyPMS products to your suite, or if you're in need of additional training, anything like that, I'm your go-to person. All right, enough about us. Let's get to it. I'm going to pass the presentation over to Alison and Rebecca so that they can tell you everything that you need to know about the advanced booking engine.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Yeah, we're very grateful for our partnership with RoomKey. Prior to the partnership, I think I was first of mind for Tim when they were looking for a partner during the pandemic, because I probably called him once a month since I started at Vertical Bookings to see if he would interface with us, because we are an Italian company. We've been around since 1999, but but we didn't expand into the North American market until 2014. So it was challenging to transition to North America, where the PMS solutions are very different. So my first job on board was, getting in touch with a number of PMS companies, and that's how, got to know Tim and the gang at RoomKey. So it turned out to be very beneficial. But we are well known in the European market. We now have a good presence here in North America. We have over 1,000 hotels using our service. We do have other PMS interfaces now, but RoomKey is a very important partner with us. It represents over 10,000 hotels worldwide. So I know there's some big players in this market, but we're the big player in the European market. So just like CRS companies come to mind. So we're just like the little engine that could here in North America, but are very well known in Europe. We are an all-in-one CRS platform, and I know today we're going to focus on our booking engine and our complete suite of upselling tools, of which for those customers that are using vertical booking that are on this call, you're going to see some new tools that we just recently added in the last week or so. So you can reach out to us following this and we can go through how to get those implemented for you. Our full service CRS comes with all the standard stuff, the booking engine, the connectivity to channels. We have a connection, two-way connections to over 350 plus channels. This is our own channel manager built into our CRS because we began as a channel manager and expanded into a full service CRS. And we also have, of course, the GDS connectivity. We have direct connects to all the GDS, and we have our own chain code, which we've had for many, many years. So because we are based in Europe, we can accommodate every single currency available. And we have 39 languages that are supported, both on the back end and on the front end of our booking engine. And I know in Canada, GDPR is very important, as it is in Europe. So we are completely compliant, GDPR compliant and PCI compliant. And then we try to set ourselves apart. For some of the big players, we do offer 24/7, 365 days a year support. And if that means I have to pick up the phone in the middle of the night, then so be it. We want to make sure that hotels that are having difficulties, we can assist them. We know how important that is. So our concept's just a wee bit different. And that's really the vertical booking about us in a nutshell. I'm going to turn the wheel over to Rebecca, our technical expert, and she's going to go through all the functionality in this booking engine. And we did make screenshots on our presentation here. So afterwards, we can actually send you the presentation so you can see everything she went through, what she's doing live today. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thanks so much, Alison. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera while I share this. Otherwise, I'll be staring off into space over here. But thank you guys so much for allowing me the opportunity to present our booking engine to you. I'm excited to show you everything we've got. All right. So over here, we should see my screen. And what we've got here is just like a demo website so that I can show you some different options for linking into the booking engine. So of course you can use a reservation launcher here, selecting dates, a number of adults and children, or any kind of simple book button as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just click book today, and we'll see a couple of things happening here. When you use the book now button, it brings you to the first page of the booking engine. And on this page, we've got, a flexible date calendar where you can show pricing. You can even set that to show a specific rates pricing. It'll show minimum length of stays, any closeouts and so forth for your property. So it makes it really easy for somebody, to book right from this calendar. Right over here to the left-hand side, you'll see this message popping up, and this is one of our persuasive messages. These can be set throughout the system on all of the different pages. You can customize this text to say really anything that you'd like. talking about customization, of course, the back end of the booking engine, all of the background and stuff will be customized by our team, but everything that you see here in the front, you can actually kind of control yourself. So there's, ability to load multiple pictures into your property or not, if you'd like. You can add text here on this homepage, just a whole lot of stuff that can be added in this section. Of course, the fonts and colors can all be customized as well. I'm going to let Alison talk a little bit here about this Equal Web tool, because she's really our expert when it comes to this. Alison, you're muted. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Rebecca. Sorry about that. Anyway, yes, the only reason that I am, so-called resident expert of the Equal Web is because I had a customer, Holland America Princess Cruises Hotels, that was adamant they needed a ADA compliant tool because they'd had some situations that came up and were relaunching their website. So when we initially signed with Equal Web, and I know it's a plugin, and I know some people don't think a plugin is good, but what we did with these Equal Web folks is we completely customized their tool to the ADA compliance experts that were reviewing the changes we made. So in all frankness, this took us over a year before it was fully launched and ready for that group of hotels. So when you're using the version, it does come with a full screen recognition as well as keyboard navigation. So we can go through all the tools, but it's just a low cost every month to add it, and we fully support it. So we do have over 100 hotels actually using the plugin right now. So I'm happy to talk to anybody further about it. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you so much, Alison. I appreciate that. All right, also on this page, I'd like to point out this packages and offers tab. So in here, you can create different offers, and what's really neat about this that I like is that you can create direct links just by creating an offer. So this link here that you see at the top of the page can then be put on your website or sent in an email marketing campaign or on your social. You can just link directly to a promo. And of course, in the back end of the system, it's built as a rate, but you can load different images and text and so forth for it. And when you look at the calendar, then the days that it's available will show, or any restrictions that are set will show on that. And I'm going to jump into this one because it's actually a really neat kind of offer and one of the upselling tools that we've built. So I'd like to just display this to you. You can create like limited time offers, like a same day booking, or even like a flash sale. Hey, this is available during this time to this time. So you'll see in another search that I show the flash sale, but this is kind of like the same day booking, and they can only book during that day. So, there's a whole lot of options available for you there. I'm going to jump back over to all rates, and we'll talk a little bit about that thing that just flashed up and some other things that'll happen. But what I'm going to do now is search for another stay, because I've got some other stuff set up for you to see. In here, I'm just searching for the 6th through the 7th. And what you'll see here is another persuasive message with the room type guaranteed. Again, these can be set all throughout the different pages of the booking process. You'll see that this Queen Suite shows right now we have 10 rooms left. This is one of our built-in persuasive messages that you can set up to start displaying when you get to, say, 5 rooms of one type at your property. Start showing that on the site. Also, over here to the left-hand side, you'll see that this box has popped up. Now, this is our OTA comparison tool, we call it, but I like to refer to it as a full disparity manager. This can be shown here on the left-hand side of the screen, or as a bar across the top of the screen as well. Now, you can choose all of this text in here. You customize this quickly and easily in the back end of the system. You can choose to show your review score if you'd like or not. And then it's going to pull in the prices from, the travel sites, as well as what we see on the website. So let's say that my rate had been $300 on the website. With this disparity manager, it's not just showing prices. You can set it up so that if, for instance, the rate on my website is higher than the OTA for a specific day, that you discount that by a dollar amount or a percentage based on, you know, however you set it up in the back end of the system. You can even say like, I want $5 off the total stay. And of course, that's tracked throughout the reservation. In the back end of the system, you can report on that. All right, what's popped up while I've been talking is what we call our idle time or recovery strategy. There's two of them built into the same place in the system. You can say when somebody idles on a screen for X number of seconds, pop up and display a message. Of course, you can customize all of this text. You can customize the email that gets sent to the guest as well following the reservation. So we have full HTML customized emails in the system, and they can be set for every action that occurs throughout the booking process: reservations, cancellations, modifications, things like this recovery strategy. And you'll see a lot more coming up that I talk about being able to send emails for. But just know that all of those can be customized to look even like your website, and you have full control of those at all times. So let me close that out now. That idle time message, it'll send like a discount offer that you set up to the email that's been associated, and then the guest will be able to click back in and get a discount on that stay based on whatever you set up. All right, let's go ahead and expand some rates so we can talk about some other things that are happening. So we've got this right here. This is what we call our alternative offer. So I've searched for a one-night stand with my property for a 1 or a 2-night stay request. I offer a 3rd night stay on specific rate and room combinations. So if I click on this, then it's going to adjust my rate and extend my stay for the 3 nights, you know, and give me a discounted price. So that's one of the options that you've got as far as an upselling tool in the system. Of course, you can choose to tag things with a special offer or not in the system. Additionally, you'll see the secret deals and locked offers is what we call this, the secret discounted rate. Now, this can be shown with the rate displaying here, but still requiring the unlock so that it's qualified, you know, for the OTAs still if they're coming and shopping your website. When I unlock, it's going to move pretty quickly because I do this all the time, but it's going to put in my junk email and unlock the rate for me. Now, of course, that collects the email address in the back end of the system as well as, you know, the recovery strategy and idle time messaging does. So you get to report on all of that later too. Now it's offered me this rate because I've signed up to be a member basically. So you can see how you could set that up. I like to compare this to all of the member deals on the different OTA sites. You know, it's just something that we're trying to do right here for you. And what I really like, this is a brand new thing that we've released along with the same day bookings, is this flash deal. So you can set up like different hours of the day that you want this to be available. Of course, I knew I was doing this demo for you guys today, so I popped this one in here so that you would see how it kind of works. But I can set up a rate that's only available for certain times of the day. So that may be good for those like last bookings at the end of the night or something like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to book this twin suite because we'll see some other things that happen throughout this process. So let me just select a rate here. All right, the next page that we go to after selecting our room and rate is the add-ons. Now, if you don't have any add-ons built, then it's just going to skip the services page. But if you do want to sell services, then that's something that you've got available in our system. And these can really be sold like any kind of service that you can imagine. So, you know, you can sell things that are available on certain days that are free. You can sell things for free. You can make them mandatory or not. You can have things that are set for time bands or time frames. There's a whole lot of options in the back end. You can have adult only or children only settings, you know, only available on departure date settings, things like this. So really any kind of service that you can imagine, hopefully we can help you get that set up. I'm going to proceed without adding any additional services. And on this page, the reason I chose this path was to show you that we also do have room upgrades in the system. So these can be shown on the reservation summary. They can be shown on, so that's this page here, the thank you page. So after we complete a reservation, if they haven't upgraded, then they can still be called to upgrade. And you control all of this with a simple checkbox for each option in the back end of the system. You can set up a specific link on the reservation email when you send out your emails to the guests to still come back and upgrade after that. Our system offers pre and post stay email. Again, you know, these can be fully customized and you can choose when they're sent, but you can, on the pre-stay email, offer that room upgrade. And there's even an room upgrade specific email that you can send. So lots of options, really. Any way you want to get that out, then you should be able to. All right, so I'm going to pop over to the search that happens because I'd like to show you some other functionality here real quick. When we look for a date that's not available, using that reservation launcher, I'm sorry, I went quickly on the page, I selected dates that I know my booking engine is not available. I don't have any rooms, I've closed it out. So I've got a group of hotels, and what I do with this is I can cross-sell against another hotel if one of my properties is sold out, or if you just have one property, then you've also got the ability to set up the see availability around the selected date. So it'll show the days that you're closed and let them select different dates for the stay if you utilize that option to come into the booking engine. We also offer quotation requests. So if there's a time that the property is sold out, a guest could send a quotation request to you, and that's tracked inside of the system as well. So you can, you know, if something becomes available, you'd be able to offer it to them. All right, one thing I didn't talk about on this page of the booking engine, and I apologize, is the customizable forms. So Alison talked about GDPR, you know, and I just wanted to kind of show you how that can be done in the system. So you can create really any kind of field that you would like. Of course, there's system standard ones, and you can make them optional or mandatory. That's all something that you control, again, with simple options in the back end of the system. You can create checkboxes or text boxes of your own. We've got built-in informative notes for privacy policies and so forth that you can utilize or adjust. You can have them automatically selected even during the booking process. I have a property maybe who needs people to confirm that they're 21 years old to book. And so it's just automatically checked, you know, as part of the booking process. But those are all options that you've got available to you. But if you look at this, you can see I've turned on so many fields, and like booking could be very difficult. So I'm going to pop over to another hotel to give you some more options on what's available here. This one has been customized to be very plain. You can see the calendars look different and the whole flow is, but when we get to the final page of the booking process as well, you'll see like there's really nothing to fill out. So these are all optional. And once I enter this personal data, then it'll take me into the credit card form to finalize the booking. Another thing that I'd like to show just to those of you that may have groups is that we do have a group booking engine as well, where you can set up your group of hotels and choose from a drop down, select dates and see what's available during that specific search, you know, and it'll show just the rates that are available, 3 rates for each property. Another thing about our system here is the pictures. I know this was something that I really like, and loading the pictures is very simple. You can have a whole variety of pictures for your hotels. They pop open real big. You can scroll through them or play them, you know, and pause them like you can on many other sites. So that is another great feature in our booking engine. I think that probably concludes it for me, Margot.
All right. Thank you
so
Rebecca,
much
for this great presentation. I'm going to switch over and share my screen again. I'm going to steal this from you and going back over here. There we go. All right. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to go through the presentation slides. So just so you know, on this presentation PDF, we have, you know, collected lots of screenshots of everything that Rebecca talked about. So you'll have like most of it here as well on the PDF presentation. So I'm just gonna scroll through to our next over here. Oh, there we go. So now I'm going to go over a couple of items regarding the integration to RoomKeyPMS. First of all, we built the integration or interface to vertical booking on our newest integration platform called EDH. As opposed to our legacy integration platform, EDH has a better performance and monitoring capacities for our developers. It has overall a better connectivity and data flow as well. For example, this integration allows you to or allows us to easily track the transfer of data, which we are sharing with you in a new section of your message center called GDS notification. This really allows you to quickly pinpoint if there was any mismatch in your rate mapping, for example, between the two systems. But unlike other integrations right now, if you have a mapping error, whether it's a rate mapping or a client type mapping, you're probably familiar with those. The reservation will still drop in the PMS, but you will get this notification in your message center letting you know that something was not correctly mapped so that you can, if you decide to, choose to fix it. As for the data connectivity, the integration to vertical booking allows you to map packages and guest services that will automatically drop into the PMS when the reservation comes through without you having to manually modify those, which is the case for most of our integrations to other booking engines. A great benefit of this partnership is that both companies are family-like, small, dedicated teams. So we really understand each other and have a open line of communication between the two teams. And last but not least, our partnership provides competitive pricing on the vertical booking side, but most importantly, no additional fee on the RoomKeyPMS side. So no setup, no monthly fees on our end of the connectivity. So before we jump into pricing, I wanted to share with you some testimonials that we gathered from properties that have been using vertical booking for the past few months or for over a year. And I'm going to let you read those testimonials for yourself. But as a summary, our clients have been very happy with the booking engine functionalities and the frustrations that have been alleviated as well from using this new booking engine. So for example, I'm going to take the example of Paul Salmon from the Rock House and Skylark hotels, who's mentioned that with the calendar flexibility, they've been able to increase their already high occupancy by filling up the hotel midweek. Our clients have also appreciated the personalized approach that they've received from both vertical booking and RoomKeyPMS teams. And as Alison also mentioned at the beginning of the call, vertical booking has also a channel manager and GDS services, which some of our clients currently use, like Christian Miller from the 2400 Motel, and I believe Christian, you're also here with us today, who's been mentioning he was very pleased to be able to manage all of his distribution in one place. So now let's move forward with the pricing structure. We've categorized the pricing by tiers, as you can see on the table. So from 1 to 50 rooms, 51 rooms to 75 rooms, 76 to 100 rooms, 101 to 200 rooms for bigger and larger properties. This pricing is for the advanced booking engine with unlimited reservations and all the upselling tools that you've been presented today. If you do have more than 200 rooms, please contact us and we'll give you a custom quote for your property. If you're also I haven't wrote it here, but if you're interested in additional services with vertical booking, such as, the channel manager, GDS services, we can definitely do as well a bundle pricing or a bundle offer for all those services. And finally, we have a little surprise for you today. As a thank you for participating to this webinar, we would like to offer a special promotion that will be valid if you sign up before April 30th. We will waive the vertical booking setup fees. So just so that you have an idea, that represents between $200 to $500, depending on the size of your property. All right, so I think it is now time to get through your questions. So if you have provided questions throughout the webinar, we're gonna quickly review them. If you haven't, it is now your time to either use the chat or the Q&A section in this webinar on the side. So we're gonna have a quick look at those right now. Oh, I think that Alison is actually right now responding to it. You're muted, Alison. Oh, there you go.
Yes, Christian from Oxford Collection asked this question, and the wallet payment option, I'm a bit confused on. Is that like a gateway? Because we do have certain gateways built into the booking engine, but and I can send you that list, but at the present time, we don't have the wallet payment option. And you saw the rest of my answers regarding MetaTool, and the member login feature is other hotel groups have been asking for that feature. So I actually took it to our developers and they said it's on the roadmap, and I just have to revisit my notes to see when it could be implemented completely. I hope that answered your question, Christian. All right. That's all I see.
All right, so we're going to give a couple more minutes maybe if anyone has additional questions to write down. Obviously, if those questions come up afterwards, feel free to send us an email as well. We'll be happy to get back directly.
And everyone will be getting a copy of the presentation and recording. So, and it has Rebecca and my contact information on there as well, but we work very closely with Margot. So, you know, Margot and I are talking all the time about prospective customers. So we do jointly sell the vertical booking tools. So I hope you liked what you saw today. And for those of you with res on the web, right, you know, ERES, the ERES booking engine, bookonthenet.net is what I call it. So feel free to reach out and we can show you these tools if you think they would be beneficial to have the additional upselling tools available.
Great. All right. So if we don't have any other questions, I'll just say thank you again for joining us today. We've only reviewed this time the booking engine and its associated tools, but Alison and Rebecca mentioned throughout the presentation that we have the channel manager and the GDS as well connectivity. So we're looking to do a separate webinar on those later this year. So we'll keep you posted on those, but obviously if you're interested in these services right away, don't hesitate to contact us and we can do like a separate call and demo on those. So again, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.